Hey guys, how's it going? Mike Matuz here. It's Monday morning, 4 a.m. Welcome to Mike's Morning Motivation. This is my sacred space, Seal Beach. I come here probably 5 days a week, especially on Monday morning at 4 a.m. See, what I noticed is that the way that my brain works, especially with concentration and focus, is that I got to get up earlier than everybody else to find that sacred space and that time and that creative incubation where I can get my best work done. So today I want to talk to you about, if you're going to be successful in life, you got to stop being an admirer and you got to start finding your signature. Thanks a lot. It's 4 a.m. in beautiful Seal Beach, California, and I'm on the pier. It's a little chilly, but you know what? This is one of my favorite places in the world. It's my sacred space. It's where I come to think every single time I need to gain some perspective on the world. And today's focus, if you're gonna be successful in life, you gotta stop being an admirer and you gotta find your signature. See, I learned this very early on in my career. And just to give you some context, guys, I don't want to be a model for you guys. I don't want you to do everything that I do. If anything that I can do for you, let me serve you as a reminder. Act now. Do now. You got something you want to do? You want a job? You want to start a business? You want to get fit? Do it now. You don't have to do everything or model this person or that person. If I can serve you in any capacity, just let me serve you as a reminder. Today's lesson is this. You see the picture listed here of the lion. Now I have a question for you. Are you a lion in something or a lioness in something in your life? Are you better at anything, whether it's relationships, maybe a parent, or a teacher? Maybe you're a business mogul. Something you have, some unique capacity to serve the world, you have a unique talent. Okay, so if you're at the top of the food chain in whatever it is that you do, then tell me, what is it that's eating you? What's gonna slow you down? So in this picture listed here, you see the lion, and there's a stool, and the man is keeping the lion at bay with a flimsy stool. Now that lion could and should eat that man alive. Why doesn't he? Why doesn't he? I'm gonna tell you right now. The lion sees the four parts of the stool, the 4 different legs. And because he sees it as 4 different and unique threats, 4 different demands and solicitations on his time, 4 different things that make him fear his survival, he doesn't act at all. See, the way our brains are wired, if we get trapped by the trivial many, by the minutia in life, we don't act at all. We stop acting, we retreat, we worry about our survival, and then we don't grow as people or as humans or as entrepreneurs. If you're gonna be successful in life, you gotta stop being an admirer, you gotta stop being an observer, you have to stop letting all of those trivial many get in the way of your success. You gotta prioritize. You see, when I started out, I wanted to do so much. I wanted to be so much. I wanted to give so much to so many people. I wanted to be a trainer. I wanted to be a speaker. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be a great father. I wanted to be a great husband. I wanted to be a great person, a great citizen for my community. Here's the problem. Those are all whats. It's not about what. It's about who you have to become. See, when you break all those down, there's critical traits or skills that are integrated with all of those things. It's not just about being a technician in every single capacity of your life. You can't be the secretary, the CFO, the CEO, and then expect to go home and be a super mom or dad or parent and then a super spouse. It just doesn't work, right? So I got 4 things today that are gonna help you give some context to how to find your signature, how to find that unique capacity so that you stop being an observer and stop, focusing on the 4 legs of the stool, and you find that one thing that integrates it all, so you put it all together. Step 1, you gotta find the dream. You're the first one that has to be able to say what it is you want. You gotta be specific. Clarity is power, and if you don't know what you want, don't think that everyone else is gonna help you figure it out. You gotta find it, and you're the one that has to believe it first. Number 2, and I'll tell you, this is the one I tripped up on the most. You gotta find a team. So once you find the dream, you gotta find the team. Look, I hate to admit this on camera, but I think all of us could really admit this if we're really being truly honest. As human beings, we're selfish. We act in our own self-interest a lot. When you place your goals or your dreams on yourself, you're gonna give up. Who are you doing this for? Who's your team? For me, once I rearranged my goals in my head and I anchored them to my family, I'm getting up every single day at 4 a.m. It's not stopping me. I'm not like this. I wasn't like this before. Look, once I got a coach, and once he gave me a perspective and helped me understand, you got to do this for someone bigger than yourself. And if you say you're doing it, you really got to do it. Find your team. Who you doing this for? Change the game. And then thirdly, once you get the dream and then you get the team, you got to build the routine. I got a great book by a client of mine. It's called Tools of Titans. I'm sure you probably heard of it. Tim Ferriss is a New York Times best-selling author, and it's very similar, I would say, into the book that I'm writing right now called The Entrepreneur Playbook. So I wanted to get his perspective and see, and so Tools of Titans is the routines of world-class performers and billionaires and top athletes. And it goes to show you, if you don't have that routine built in, you could say you want this, you could, think about it, you can sit on your lotus pad and really just find your why, but if you don't get down to the business, if you don't get every single day and get up and get here to wherever your sacred space is. For me, I didn't like waking up early. I don't like working out early. I have to. You know why? Because my kids are at school, and then the only time when I can get my stuff done is when they're sleeping or when they're at school. So if I want free time, my work and my workouts and all my other things were getting in the way. My son came to me one day, he's like, "Daddy, how come I never see you?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna get that done." So I switched. My son's sleeping right now. I'm getting my stuff done. So when he wakes up at 7 o'clock, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Maybe that's different for you. That's great, but you gotta build in that routine. And lastly, guys, you gotta upgrade your machine. Your machine is the most important step. And how are you upgrading your technology? Which technology are you upgrading? Is it the phone and the iPad? Are you getting every single software update? Are you getting every new app that comes out? That's great. That is okay. Look, leisure time, entertainment's great. But the one piece of technology that you have to update and you have to upgrade before anything else is your mind. What new books have you read? What new seminars or webinars or what new ideas or people have you integrated yourself with? What points of view or perspective that are new, that are getting you to think about life in a different way, have you tried to adopt? See, that's the thing, guys, our brains are plastic. So if you're gonna get to a point where you find that signature in life, then you have to start to edit and delete things that are not critical. You gotta upgrade that technology. And technology, if you think about the word dinosaur, right? Dinosaurs were just people or animals that couldn't adapt. You know, dinosaurs a few million years ago, they just couldn't adapt to the conditions. That's why they're dinosaurs. That's why they're extinct. Because when pressures or environments or circumstances got tough, they couldn't adapt. And so think about the modern world. Think about places in your life that maybe you're starting to see like, I'm becoming a dinosaur. For me, it was my practices. It was letting myself off the hook. Look, you don't start on a path to mediocrity, but it's decisions that you make day by day by day that I started to see the culture in my business was not what I started out in or intended it to be. And I had to edit that, and I had to take responsibility for myself, and I had to bring it back to a point now where when I go into either my gym or I'm working with a consulting client and doing an investment deal, they're like, man, like, you're a different person. What happened? Nothing happened. I started to see a pattern in my life that I didn't like. I got a coach. I got a perspective, an outside, someone that I trust. And he's like, look, you could do better, you could be better, you could be more. And what I'll tell you is if you want my help, I'll give it to you straight. I'm like, I do. That's what I want. So I challenge you, maybe it's not a coach, maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your pastor, whatever. Build a dream, build a team, get the routine, and then upgrade your machine, upgrade your technology in your mind. I love it. Sun's coming up right now in Seal Beach. It's a great day. Happy Monday. Welcome to episode 1 of Mike's Morning Motivation. Leave a comment below, and we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks a lot.